Hello and welcome to Nomagard's Journey. Today, we're gonna do a random zone. Last episode we beat Lady Vox, and we got another Gouda, and forgot to eat it. There we go. But we've unlocked the Jan's Veil is our new item. I think this will help level up a little bit faster and get us to the next raid. A little bit faster. So our goal today is to get on our way to 55. Depending on how I feel at 55, I think we'll make an attempt at Talendor. Talendor is going to be the first Kunark dragon that we will make an attempt at. There is 5 Kunark dragons, so that's 5 raid upgrades that we could possibly get if we are able to kill any of those. In 55, if not, I think 60 is probably going to be closer, maybe 65 for sure. So let's random this in. So eqrng.com, my little random website. So 50 to 55 sounds fair. I do not want to do Eldons, so we're not going to do one of those. If we get it, we'll just random again. Plane of Disease, all right. Of disease it is. Can we level up there? That is a good question. Let's go and see. All right, so to get the plane of disease, we go all the way to plane of tranquility and go in here. Now, I don't know how good of experience this will be, but we are currently in a 76% experience bonus. So we should level fairly quickly, in all honesty. Plane of Disease should have a lot of mobs, at least starting at level 46, right? It's like an entry level Planes of Power zone, so we'll see how this actually takes off. Now, Plane of Disease is right up here, so it's a quick little jaunt. And we're going to do the normal zone, so there probably won't be any of the open world bosses up, but you never know. And we'll kind of fight towards that. I think that might be fun. And see how far we can go in there. I think with Jan's Veil, we should be pretty beefy. I don't know 100%. We're going to keep the Healer Mercenary just in case. And see how this goes. Just jump into the poop bucket here. You'll, you know, all the waste from Norath goes through the Plane of Disease, from what I understand. So, there we go. And we're in. All right, let's zoom out a little bit here. We can see there's some mobs up here, and there's some mobs down here, and then there's the castle over here. Let's just jump in here and see what we got. So my spells are pretty much the same spells, all the same spells I usually use. Where should be good? Let's get, trying to find the center of the zone here. I did summon my pet back up, so he's ready to go. All right, there's a first mob. Let's see what kind of experience we're getting here. Oh my god. This Jane's Light does 1,000 damage. Oh my god. And it doesn't even dent these things, right? Like that's how much hit points these have. I'm proccing for 1,000 damage, and it's not even denting this. So there we go. This would what level is this thing? This is a level 52. I'm shocked at how many hit points it has. That is absolutely bonkers. This is absolutely ridiculous. There we go. 10%. So, not too bad, right? Like, you know, 10 mobs, we're going to level up. Let's get this guy on me. Come on now. Alright, so You know, this like grinding here. Like what are we at? 40% into 50. I bought all my spells for the next 5 levels, and I feel like we should be, you know, fairly good for getting to 55. I mean, it's literally 50 mobs. I think we can do that maybe in this episode. Depending, like these things have an enormous amount of hit points, so I'm a little shocked here. Maybe these are just terrible mobs to fight. I don't know. I felt like that thing had way more hit points than it needed to have for being a rat. Could just be that those are like rats that tell you to go away. So if I'm proccing for 1,000, right? I hit it for 1,000 of chromatic damage, right? That should I feel like that should almost one-shot some of these mobs, in all honesty. But we'll see as we get up here. Maybe if we're in like Chardog or Sibyllus, you know, when the mobs are like really weak. I want to kind of go over to the castle here and see this. Now we will be coming back here in a long time for the raids and stuff, so we'll see how that goes. All right, here's another mob. Now this one's going a little bit quicker, right? I think those rats were just super strong. Go. I mean, I think we could probably switch to the tank mercenary for more DPS. See, check out healing, right? Yeah, I don't know if Jan's Veil does a healing proc or not. I've never really noticed it. Come on. A 9% for an even con. That's not too bad, right? We're still in the same, you know, almost 10 kills per level, so let's get this guy dotted up. Probably switch to the tank mercenary just for more damage here in a second. Oh my gosh, the stun on that thing. Did not expect that kind of stun. You know, just like a instantaneous hit me on the first hit. Now, does disease land at all here? Alright, we got more and more coming at us here. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Jan's Veil. If it doesn't hit us for over... Where's it at here? Let's see here. Protects against... Oh, so if it hits for less than, I think, 100, we take no damage. I think that's what it is. It's kind of like the Worm Slayer effect. Like, you see we're taking 0 damage on these little hits. I think it's 100% of, just like Worm Slayer. So it's a nice little bonus. Obviously... at level 1, it would be crazy strong. But at you know, 110 when you get it normally, it is not that big a deal. Because the mobs hit for so much. There we go. Just burn all these down now that they're pretty much dead. So we don't need the healer. We don't need the healer anymore, so we'll get rid of her in just a second. Looks like we're close to 51 anyway, so we can mem our new spells. I think we got a new life tap. So it'll be nice. So, I mean, it's I don't feel like extremely overpowered as I thought it would be. So I feel like this is just like, you know, basically getting a nice raid item at this point. Because when we fight, you know, like Talendor or whatever, like he's still gonna destroy us because the spell damage will go through and stuff like that. So I feel like that's fine. And he's gonna hit for 500 plus, which will go straight through the rune. There we go, 51, and we got a ton of AAs, so that is nice. Like if we kind of look through these, all of like the entry levels: eminence, spell resistance, run speed, metabolism, lung capacity, first aid, harm touch, mystical attuning, battle ready, regeneration, trials of meta. What? Why did he get that? Why did he get the trials of meta? Special. No, this character is probably yeah, this character is a heroic character, I guess. So that's probably why that's a thing. He was a heroic. I think I did heroic buff on the necromancer during the series, so he would get a fresh set of armor. I think that's the only reason I did it. Yeah, I think that's what happened on the necromancer. So that didn't really increase. It gave us like 100 hit points for all those AAs. So not too bad. Do we take damage? No. Oh my god, this is like auto pull right here. Oh my gosh. And it's like I can barely cast on any of these guys too. This is funny. Just get them all dotted up, I guess. All right, where are we standing? So if you want auto pull, stand right here, and you'll just have unlimited mobs just coming at you. If you kill as slow as I do, so your mileage may vary. Oh, we have a 100-point damage shield too from the Jane's Veil. That is hilarious. These things have way too many hit points. Like, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. 100-point damage shield should like obliterate these lower level mobs, but nope. Not happening today. Alright, so I guess that means we should tag these things. Make sure we hit at least everything at least once. Otherwise, we won't get experience for it. So let's just make sure we dot everything here. This is ridiculously funny. Alright, well, I think we could probably win Talendor on a battle of attrition for sure. At this point. So we will do that at 55. And, I mean, we might get to 55 in this single pull here. Oh, someone got a heal. Was it me or was it the pet? Yeah, it was the pet. Level 25 Necro pet. He's working hard. Like I'm like perma-stunned, so it's like slightly frustrating to try to do anything. God, just keeps coming. Oh my gosh. Another one. So this opens up some bigger opportunities for other things too, so I am excited. I'm gonna try to figure out how to use this to the best of our advantage. Obviously AoE pulling here is not gonna be smart because they have so many hit points, but could definitely like AoE, if we get Sibyllus or something, like AoE pull that and then use, I think we have Word of Spirit and hit each one for one. We should be able to like clear it out pretty good. go. I think everything is tagged. Or at least they were dotted at one point in time. Grab this 10% rat here. We might be able to finally move after this and switch to the tank mercenary. Let her do some extra damage for us. What is that? A disease-infested rat liver. Yeah, wow. That is scrumptious. I don't know why we're not looting these rock ferns. I don't know, that's a little weird. Sounds like free money we could be getting. Come on. Oh my gosh, this is moving too fast. Oh god, another one. Oh, this is red. All right, we got our first red mob. This is level 56. Let's get this thing dotted up. Looks like we got another ad of goo. This one's blue though, so it's not too bad. Come on. I'm hoping the next expansion, the 130 expansion, adds a new illusion mask for that, because they haven't added one since the Burning Lands, so it's kind of like, what? Add a new one, please. With the crazy stats, that is. So that'd be kind of nice to have something to try to level towards. Now, at level 100, we're gonna get a right click. I think I have one on me, right? Clickable items. I don't have it on me. It's on one of my other characters. Life tap. It gives you like a right click life leech from your melee. Definitely a nice little item to have. Alright, we need all these guys facing the right way. And there's an upgrade in Night of Shadow, so it's kind of like they do the upgrades and stuff like that, but they just need to add it too for the mask and other things. Like there's always a familiar, there's always a mount. I'd like to see an upgraded mask. But I'd like to see a Froglock themed expansion. Oh, wait, finally we got that one dotted up. Alright, let's get rid of this red one. I think he's doing the most work to us. Let's get clarity back on. And we still have haste. Alright. Now, we did get some new spells at 51. I just can't memorize them yet because we haven't been on a combat. Looks like we're going to get a new pet at 52. What are we at now? Almost 52. And a new dot. Stuff like that. So there's some good stuff in my bag for when we get there. But it's just taking a little while. Alright, if you stand anywhere in this area right here, you're just gonna get an unlimited mob pull. Alright, let's do this. Let's run against the wall over here. So maybe we can get less mobs. Oh, this isn't gonna work. Oh, this is turning into a disaster. Alright, well. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. I should not have done this. Alright, there's a wall. we'll stand over here, so we can memorize some spells and get some, you know, better damage coming out of us. All right. What is this guy here? Let's get him life touched. Spear pain. I'm just gonna go from the bottom up. Go. What are we on? Pile of rotten flesh. This is absolutely insane. Come on. Everybody hit me. Don't hit her. For whatever reason. Alright, the pet finally died. Should be able to get all the aggro back on us now. Oh, that one's over there. Why is it over there? Oh, she's over there. It's gonna be impossible to pull it off, I think. There we go. We got that one. Now we want this one. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's switch to this thing that's about to die. Oh my gosh. This one is about to die. What is that? Flawed Defiant plate gloves. You have Ornate Defiant. Those might be an upgrade. Alright, let's go with this. No, they haven't been rolled out yet. Oh, let me get rid of all my boxes. They don't need to be here. We hit 52. Perfect. Yeah, that's just slowing down the inevitable here. Advanced loot. And I guess since I left the group, I lost all that loot. That's fun. We'll have to look at that here in a second. Looks like this one's about to die. Go. That'll be faster. All right. Let's see this one. Come on. This one. All right. This is crazier than I was expecting. Like, I didn't realize we take 0 damage. That is so insane. Obviously, it's gonna scale down pretty quick, right? Once we get into the next few expansions. Like, it doesn't look like anything's getting through. Like, let's look at this tooltip again. I guess it's 500 damage, right? So any hit under 500 damage does nothing to us. Anything over will. So this is Planes of Power tier 1. This is like level 46 content. Once we get like the next tier, I think this stuff will be hitting in the 400s. And we're already getting hit for like 250 plus on some stuff, so I can't imagine it doesn't fade away real quick. Nope. Get over here. No. Stop. Stop. You're under arrest. Stop resisting me. There we go. jeez. Alright, switch to tank. Now we get some damage. Now, where were those corpses? I can't loot any of them, though. Yeah, because I messed up. There's fire gloves on there that I need. Alright, let's look around here. What are we at? We're at 52? Almost 53? Look at these things. These are Lightcrawler defilers. Alright, I'm gonna turn her back on to auto assist. I guess she already is. Perfect. That way she just like goes and attacks whatever. I don't really care right now. This one's got way more hit points. Look at this. This is insane. Go. I should have memorized my spells. I'm gonna do. Okay, let's do. She's not attacking. I don't know what. I don't know what her deal is. Come on. Oh, she's not in my group. What the hell? Why? What? Set active. Set owner. Oh my gosh. Why is the mercenary not in my group? She's just gonna stand there. Wanking herself. I mean, come on now. Let's get this one snared. This is gonna go. There we go. Just a little bit faster, I guess. Much experience for this guy. 16%. Oh my gosh. Alright, this one's red, so let's see what he is. We got 53. So that puts us to like boil blood. Torrent of death, terror of death. Da, da, da. Yeah, we got some good stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do the 4 raid dragons at or 5 Kunart dragons. I think we'll definitely go do that. I don't think they're gonna hit over a few hundred anyway. So, and they only have 100k hit points, so I think we can whittle them down. And we don't have to fight a lot of trash to get to them. It's just find them and kill them. I just don't know why she didn't join my group. Like, it makes no sense. And I'm getting charged for her. Look at this. I'm getting paid. I have to pay for the mercenary. And she's not doing anything. What kind of chip is that? Absolute bonkers bill right there. Alright. Let's memorize some of these spells here. Alright, we got Siphon Life, which I think this is the short recast time one. Yeah. And then Summon Companion, Rest the Dead, a new pet, Comatose, Mental Corruption. What are you? Oh, that's the mana tap. I don't really care about that. We're going to switch in this one. All right, Terror of Death. Yes, that is the new one there. And then we'll save this as current. Save. And let's see here, Scream. I probably need to get rid of that. So if you're curious what these macros are, I'll show real quick. So here's the Scream, pause 90 / mim spell slot 8, Scream of Death, whatever the name of the spell is, pause 70, cast 8, mim spell set current. Your pause timers, that's 9 seconds, that's 7 seconds. It just depends on your meditation skill and the cast time of the spell, so adjust accordingly. And then for Lich, is just Dark Temptation right now. I don't think we actually have Lich yet. Which this just gives us an attack buff, so you know, pushing our attack into what, 888 right now. So these are like one button push. Mims the spell, does all the work, right? Saves me a lot of time, you know, so I don't have to think about doing it, right? I've also updated the pet one, but we just got a new pet, I think, so let's go ahead and do that one. What's this pet? He is a Necro Warrior pet. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that on the tooltip. That's nice. Malignant Dead. I think I spelled that right. So we just go here, click the pet one. He sits down, he mims this spell, and it's so nice. Now the spell timings might be wrong on this one, but we'll see, since it's a new spell line. But typically, if you don't fizzle, it works just fine. There we go, and then he should mim to the next spell. And then we also have the Strength and Death pet buff, which gives him like 10-20% haste or something like that. So we cast that. There we go. All right. Can I loot these yet? Jeez. It's so annoying. Let's see here. Let's go back over here and grab something. Oh, look at this giant ass fat worm. I mean, we're gonna grab him. All right, you go to passive for right now. This is gonna be a pull. I thought I pulled you. Come on. There you go. You should back off. You're gonna get murdered. All right, grab that one. That's 4. That should be. they're like red. Once we loot this, we're gonna go into the castle though. I just want those gloves because they were an upgrade, right? It's not gonna let me loot them yet. Come on. Here we go. And then we'll put her on aggressive. Pet died already. Oh my gosh. He's just not gonna have a good day, is he? Oh, she's still not in the damn group. What the hell? And I can't suspend her because I'm in combat. Alright, I gotta suspend her and resuspend her. That's so annoying. Like, is she in the group with... She's not in the group with the other characters. I'm looking at my other computer. This is so funny. It's total peak mercenary behavior right there, right? There we go. This, what is it? We're at 47, 17% for that red one. Oh my gosh. Thank you, random generator. I feel like any zone would have given us this much experience, right? But there's like no one here. So this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see here. Let's get Blood of Pain on there. Come on. A little bit more dot damage. The new fire dot looks like it's double damage from what we had before, so that's cool. I can't wait until we get the instacast dots, and then I can just put them all on like one little macro, and just boom, boom, boom. You know, it's gonna be nice. We'll definitely have. We'll have to make room on the spell bar. Like we don't need as much taunting stuff, right? Like I know. I'll have terror, but there's a lot of taunting stuff like the AoE taunt and stuff like that that I use on Hobbs. That I'm not gonna need any of that stuff for this because there's only gonna be me, so I don't have to worry about pulling aggro off like other characters and stuff. Though granted, the mercenary might pull aggro, but I truly doubt the mercenary is gonna pull aggro off me once I have like Voice of Thule on and everything else going. There's another 17%. Oh my gosh. Siphon his life. A 16%. Oh my gosh. So good. I mean, we should pop an experience potion. Why not, right? Let's just have fun. Can't cast. Get over here, you giant ass worm. This is so funny. Oh my gosh. So, like, classic tier raid bosses, Kazakh Thule is not doable because the minis death touch, and I'm not going to be able to take a death touch until I have 100k hit points. Or I think it's like a plus 1,000 heroic stamina. I think that's like the you know, kind of the modifiers, right, to be able to withstand one. And I'm not gonna be able to handle it yet. So here's my gloves. So we'll have to come back and do that later. All right. So what's the difference here? 27. This is a minor upgrade. Definitely was worth it though. Let's go ahead and pop those on. All right, let's go into the castle. See what shenanigans we can get up to in there. See here, the door is right here. Now this should be. Oh wait, hold on. Suspend her. Not that it does anything. Let's do that while we're out of combat, and then we'll bring her out next time we're out of combat. Okay, we should, like, if, like, depending on, like, I don't know if people are actually killing this stuff on open world live, but if we can get the key, we can get in here, right? And then we might be able to kill these mini bosses, and maybe even kill Garumas. I mean, if he hits for less than 500, I mean, that could be a thing. He's like the weakest raid boss in here. So if he's up, we might make an attempt at him. That could be like surprise raid. And I looked in the database. There is no pickle. There is not a single pickle in the entire database for Everquest, which is weird to me. But there is pickled froglock. So I'm gonna probably switch the Gouda to pickled froglock. 54. All right, and we got tattered robe of some kind of quest origin here. So I was hoping to have a pickle, so we could eat a pickle every episode that we kill a raid, but I guess not. Just something I'm gonna put on my list of requests for 2026. Add pickles. There's a cucumber. There's vinegar. You can make pickles. I think there's salt too. They have all the ingredients. There we go. That is a lot of damage. That 460 life leech. That is nice. What did we lose? I'm not sure. These are worth 14, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's make our way up here. Hopefully, since it's a Plains of Power zone, you don't lose. If you don't lose all the views, seems to be like. Seems to be as soon as I hit Plains of Power, all the views go away. But it's a random zone. You know, next week could be Kunark. There we go. Let's get this one dotted up. Come on. Get this guy dotted up. Come on. Almost got them all. Almost got all the dots. There we go. Alright, switch back to this guy because we already got to refresh the dots on him. That's something that I really liked about the hero's journey, is that the dots had, you know, durations that weren't like anti-gameplay, right? Like you could dot something up and you could, you know, have a moment to breathe. But like when I play my necromancer, it gets boring because my entire hotbar is dots, and it's literally hit 2, hit 3, hit 4, all the way to, you know, whatever the last dot was, right? And then as soon as I get to the end, I got to start back over, and it's just like there's no time to think, you know, no time to look at stuff, no time to cast other spells. You know, you got to get these dots back on as soon as possible, or your DPS just goes. Like, so, like, you know, what is the duration of this? 42 seconds? Triple it. Make it 5 minutes. Who cares? I mean, in all honesty, increase the mana to, you know, 5 times. So, what is this? 136 mana. Make it 1,000 mana. Last 5 minutes, right? Make it more friendly to the player. You know what I mean? All right, climbing the stairs here. See where we go when we get up here. Oh, I got 2 more. Get this guy dotted up real quick. Dooming Darkness. These are all like 16% each too. We're gonna hit 55. I'm debating level locking at 55 in all honesty right now. Or just, you know, keep going with it. And then do, yeah, we're gonna level lock at 55 actually. I gotta stop for... Yeah. We'll just turn on AAs until we finish up this episode at 55. Because I gotta make the How I Soul my soul at level 55 with the new spells and stuff, which is actually, it's going so fast, like, you know, it's kind of crazy, but that's just because of the experience bonus. Otherwise it'd be like 3 or 4 episodes like normal. Alright, let's burn this guy down. And it looks like our mercenary is about to be able to come back and join the fight. Hopefully she joins the group. Don't know why she didn't want to join the group before, but here we are. 13% for that guy. All right, let's get this one dotted up. What are we at here? 66%. All right, Daisy, let's go. Right around the corner here. Oh my gosh, he's up. Oh my gosh, all right, let's do it. I didn't think he'd be up, but there he is. Now, can we kill him? That is another question. Rules, I want to make sure I'm set as tank, so she does not pull off me. Go. This should give us the key. Now, I don't even know if the key is required on live, right? Like, but you know, at least get us the key. We'll mark ourselves at 55 because there is some AAs that I probably want to pick up anyway from that aren't going to get auto granted. There we go. Siphon life, 10%. Nice. Now, if we go here to achievements, planes of power, progression. Like, I haven't done any of this, so it doesn't look like it shows. Like, there's a few things for other things. Conquest. Yeah. Those don't look like they're even related to planes of power. Raids, here we go. This is what we're looking for. So I got a few raid kills here and there from just existing, but it does not look like this guy's a part of the kills. Is he a part of the hunter? No, he's not. So I don't even know if he's required anymore, but we'll get in there. And 1%. 55. Excellent. We'll look at our AAs real quick. Just want to make sure we do that. So what do we get here? We got a lot. We got a lot. All right. Mental clarity, spellcasting reinforcement, mastery of the past, spellcasting deafness, combat fury, finishing blow, combat stability, combat agility, fear resistance, fury of magic, destructive fury. So we're getting crits on our spells, on our melee. We're getting more procs. We're getting more hit points, more tanking, more everything. We are fantastically strong now. All right, we need that guy to come down here so he can eat with us. I like how he just sits. Like, there was this. I was watching this this video on Reddit, and it was like some guy like talking about how Aikido is better than Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, right? And then he got like totally owned by this guy doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I thought it was like the funniest thing in the world. Because the guy in the middle of the fight like says stop, and then the guy gets on his knees just the way the gnome does. It was just so funny. All right, let's get this guy here. All right, looks like we're fine there. I'm gonna pull that guy off on me too. Come on. Blood boil. But yeah, it was just so funny. It was just like he like just sits there in like this ready stance, ready to beat this guy again. This guy was just like he was, you know, it was like one of those videos where the guy like walks into some karate place and it's like, I can beat you. And gets destroyed. It's just so funny. We don't have our terror spell for some reason. I must have. Oh no, we got another spell slot. Awesome. But we didn't memorize terror, so that's unfortunate for me. I don't have my instant aggro for some reason. Oh, we're actually taking a little damage. All right. He is going over the rune by 165. Beautiful. So, there we go. Raid mobs in Plains of Power will go through the rune for sure. And I'm sure all raid mobs beyond Classic will too. I don't know why you keep taunting there. I don't want you to taunt. That was a bad mistake on your part. Truly. Yeah, that was dumb of you. Here, let's move these guys down here. Well, blood. Alright, what are we looking at here? We lost clarity. Let's redo that one. Still have haste though, so we're good there. Not too bad. Let's just keep this one dotted. Like these other ones are like gonna whittle themselves down just from the damage shield, and they're not really doing enough damage to really warrant me to care. But you can see here, they are, you know, doing damage, right? He is getting through the rune. But one life tap and it resolves that situation there. So that's good. There we go. Oh, we landed snare on him. Perfect. Okay, let's pop one of these distillate. Like these things just stun so much. It's ridiculous. What is this thing here? Stench of decay. It's probably another dot or something on us. There we go. This is gonna be a thumbnail, I think, right here. I can't zoom out any further, but that's a good angle. What level is this guy? 66. Alright, so we're 55. He's 66. Definite, some power. Some power going on here. There we go. I don't think disease lands on him. I tried before. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Now we have this new spell slot. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there. I'm gonna have to look and see what new spells we got. Yeah, we'll have to look at those and see. Refresh. At least the dots land, right? Like, as long as the dots land, I think we can really whittle anything down. How much are we hitting for? 127, 130, 179. 124. Yeah, so we're getting some good melee hits. I think this was a good weapon choice for that first Gouda. Now, is this guy a raid mob? That is the question. Con him. Would require a large army to defeat. I think we earn a Gouda for this. I think we do. What do you guys think? Do I earn a Gouda? I think so. You know what I'll do? I will apply a Gouda and I'll put it in the bag, right? And then when the video airs, you guys can decide if it's a Gouda or not. And we'll go from there. So we'll get that after the end of this episode, because this guy is toast. All right, here we go. He's down. He's down for the count too. All right, let's get a screenshot while I'm taking damage here, because that's the best way to take screenshots. Is, you know, when you're being beaten to death by mobs. There we go. That's a good screenshot. And the Script Guardian is almost dead too, so. How much, we got 1 AA for that kill. Oh my gosh. It helps to turn on attack though, right? If you don't do that, you're not gonna have too much damage. Oh gosh. Alright, 1 down. 2 AAs now. We got an A. That guy. Alright, so chunk of grime. I don't know what that's for. And the key is temporary. What? Is he like always up then? What do these guys drop? Nothing. Alright, let's put the key. I didn't know the key was temporary. That's different to me, but who knows? Alright, let's revive her and let's go Scarecrow for now, because I don't have a different melee DPS. I don't want her to pull aggro. Oh, hold on. Oh my god, I did it. Alright, well, do it here in a second. We'll get a new, you know what, I think I got a claim from something. It might be in my bank. Got all these contracts that I never use, so I'm gonna go through here and find one to switch to for that. All right, let's go down here. So here's the door. Where are we being attacked from? The key is still required, so you have to hold the key to get into the room. Jeez, he has like got some aggro on this thing. There we go. Alright, we lost haste, but doesn't matter because we don't need it from the potion anymore. There we go. Much better with the melee DPS. An intricate defiant soapstone. Ooh, 10 AC. That is beautiful. All right. Let's make our way in here. Now this might go on a little longer because I'm actually trying to see if we can if these raid mobs are up, right? Like I don't have tracking, so it's one of those things, but we're gonna kind of like make our way down there. I don't know if these things see invis or see an undead invis. Might be worth looking here in a second, but we're still gonna just kill them. Just AAs. I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, like foraging, right? Oh yeah, we need this. Let's grab that, so I can actually craft on this guy without having to switch around. Go boil blood and blood of pain. And let's see if disease lands on this guy. It does. Perfect. I could have swore I casted that on him, but who knows? Let's see here. We got. Yeah, I'm trying to debate. Freaking. I'm gonna see if I can invis past these guys. I don't know if they're undead or not. So I'd like to kill the raid mob instead of trash right now. Alright, let's see here. Normal invis sees me. Invis, invisibility to undead. Sees me. Okay. Alright. I guess we're fighting it all. Wait, it might require like improved invisibility under dead or something. Alright, so the spider boss is up. I'm gonna fast forward through all the mobs to get to here, but she's up. Looks like we got them all, so there we go. I should have met it. Like, in all honesty, I'm looking at it now. I should have met it. But here we are. I can't tell who this guy is attacking, but like he needs to attack me. Like, I don't know why you're smoking over there, dude. All right, these things are dying rather quick, so this isn't too bad. I fought two healer ones for like 20 minutes. I just couldn't. I couldn't do anything to them. It's ridiculous. It was just like, oh, you're 30%. Oh, complete heal. Oh, complete heal. Oh, complete heal. This is so funny. Back and forth. And there was two of them, so they were like healing each other. It took me forever to get them out of mana, but here we are. All right. We're just gonna... No. Stay over here. I don't know. She's perma-rooted. We don't have to worry about her right now. Think about it, buddy. Think about it. Well, I guess we're out of mana. We look here. There is this, and there's a bunch of trash, and then there's the boss, and he roams from here to here. If he's up, I don't know if he is. Like, I truly don't know. We might be able to see through the wall when we get closer. But if we can kill, like, another raid boss, like, see this one? Army defeat, so she's a raid boss too. So this is like a second Gouda, if you will. With huge stuns and huge damage. I should have probably got out the healer merc. we're gonna have to play this one a little close to home here. Just working our way through this. But this is looking pretty good so far. Like she's hitting through the rune, but not too much. Just gotta keep her dotted, and we'll get through it. Now, I don't think she's gonna drop anything that's useful to us, but I could be mistaken here. She'll actually drop real loot, so that'll be good. I think everything else we've gotten so far is just like junk or some kind of quest item that I'm gonna have to look up. Let's go ahead and do this. See if we can get disease to land on her. Oh my gosh, that's so much more damage. And we can just top ourselves off with another life tap. There we go, perfect. This is working out pretty well. I'd like to get more mana regen. I think that would really help us out in these situations where I have no mana and I'm just like trying my hardest to make it through the fight, right? See there, she's kind of knocking us down. Let's use a heal over time potion. And we're gonna do a life tap as soon as we have the mana. Theoretically, it didn't really do anything. All right. I mean, this one might be like pushing our limits of the power we have right now, because she's hitting for 200 over the 200 over the rune, so that's pretty hard. The melee merc is really helping though, so that's pretty good. We actually got our first spell critical there, so that helps a lot, when you do that much extra damage. There we go. We're full health again. Let's see here. Let's get boil blood. It's done. Perfect. We got 2 dots on her, so that should. I mean, what is that's over 200 damage a tick just from those 2 dots, so that's pretty good. While we're waiting for mana to heal. Now I'm gonna go ahead and click one of these because I don't know if I have to target myself or not. See here, spells. I have no idea. I truly have no idea if it landed on me or not. Oh, it didn't even cast. All right, so try again. All right, I have to target myself for that rune to work. All right, that works. Siphon life. Let's do another heal over time potion. Ooh, 957 critical life leech. Ooh, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful hit right there on top of a 666 siphon life. All right, you've met your match there, Arminin the Spider Guardian. All right, one more. Boom. Oh, geez, what the hell is this? Ah! Oh my god. What? Oh. What are these raids? Alright, these aren't raid mobs. These are just normal mobs. Alright, we got a bracer of rotting bile that we cannot use. We got legs of the spider guardian. I don't even know what those are for. And we got an orb of unidentified pulp we can't use either. That sucks. Alright. Oh, wait. Hold on. We need a screenshot of her, because that's where we're at. We can use the other one for, like, a news video or something. Alright, so that's two Goudas from this zone so far. That is beautiful. Let's see if we can kill this stuff. I did not expect 20 little spiders to come out and get me. I mean, that's crazy. Do these have tribute value? Yes, they do. They have a high tribute value too. Perfect. And the legs, I don't know. We'll have to look that up. I don't know why they're attacking the mercenary, but who's this one attacking? Oh my god, I'm like losing them and then I get them back and then it's just like total show. Right. All on me now. This one's the lowest. Let's go for that one. 9 AA so far. Oh my gosh. And last one here. Alright, so we need to get through this mess next. And it's more of these guards. I think these are undead. I'm gonna try undead, invis undead again. Indifferent. All right. What? 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 Oh, I guess that there's a caster too. He saw me. All right. Oh man, we were so close to getting past these guys. All right, I'm gonna speed these guys up because this is gonna be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes just to get the Groomus. All right, the big boy is up. There he is. All right, I just poking my head through the wall there. All right, oof! Look how hard he is hitting. I don't think he is a boss we're gonna fight today. Definitely. Oof! What is he hitting? Yes. Yeah, he is. Oof! We are not ready for him. Oh my gosh. All right, but we killed the mini boss, and we killed the key guardian, both of which say they require an army to defeat, and I would consider them raid bosses, especially at 55. So we'll take our 2 Goudas and we'll put those in our bag and think about those. And if you guys don't think that those were worthy of a Gouda, let me know. Let's go do that real quick. All right, so that was a nice end to this, right? Like, God, I did not expect to get hit for 1,000, so that's like a 1,600 hit, right? That's pretty impressive. Let's see here, where's our Goudas? Can't spell because they're not in alphabetical order. There we go. 2 Goudas. All right, let's put those over here for safekeeping. All right, so that is that was a long time. I'm gonna probably edit it so that the fights in between are like 2,000% time wise, because there's like a 4 or 5 priest pack that I had to kill that I literally like just turned on an attack on and waited for their mana to go down. It was so bad. But there we go. So next episode, we're gonna make an attempt at Talendor. I think we can handle him at 55 with our current setup. So I think we can do that. Well, if we're successful in Talendor, we'll start going through all the Kunark dragons until we fail, and then once we fail, we'll level to 60. All right. So that's kind of the path forward for the next few. Each dragon will be a video if we do multiple, as I can put more on one day and stuff like that, and make it a little easier to navigate to see the fights and stuff. But there we go. Plane of Disease successful. So thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.